Hello world and welcome back to another brand spanking new episode of Golfing the Villages. Today's show finds us making our way up to Bacall Executive Golf Course located in the village of Largo. Bacall is the sister course to Bogart and is a level 3 rated difficulty as assigned by the village's rating system. Bacall implements the standard 3 teeing locations of green forward, gold middle, and black for the tips. Today we are playing from the back tees and we should expect to play around 1,892 total yards. With an opening and closing par 4 on Bacall, an even par round would be a total of 29 strokes. We are several weeks removed from Hurricane Debbie and I'm quite surprised at the overall course conditions. I am happy to give a pass to the punched and sanded greens as it is part of summertime maintenance schedule for golf courses in the villages. However, I'm quite disappointed in some of the teeing grounds on this course, but you can judge for yourself. So without further ado, let's get after it. It's another beautiful day in the villages and a great day for golf. As we step up to the first tee of Bacall, it is a par 4 playing 363 yards total. I've got it measured 238 to the white stake. Then there's a red stake that's also in the middle, but this 3-wood should be perfect club to get started. This is well struck now, starting in the middle at the white stake and turning over a little bit to the left. It's going to hit in the fairway and roll. I think it's going to catch the rough. It's kind of hard to tell the rough of the fairway, but it's in play. We'll call it a Phil Mickelson fairway for purposes of the vlog, but now 125 to the pin, plays up the hill slightly, so I'm playing it actually as 131 yards. And this now is a pitching wedge, which should be the right club here, give or take. Settles in over the shot here, looking to kick and fire. This is gorgeous. This is well struck, dead center, going right at the flag. Hits a little long, a little past the flag, but that's a great look at birdie. With 2 excellent shots to start our day off, the first hole here has 16 feet down the hill for a look at birdie. You can see the greens have been punched and sanded, which again is forgivable. It is the maintenance time here in the villages, but can't expect too much. A few bobbles off that putt and it just sort of held going to the right there. So now I've got a 3-footer back up the hill for par and a little nervous standing over it, but rolling it right into the cup with authority for a par. So here's the first tee box, which I am surprised to see it this browned out considering how much water we've got. And I don't think this is flood damage, but maybe someone will correct me in the comments. Anyway, this second hole is a par 3, 151, 141 to the pin, and I'm looking at a pitching wedge. This is a great swing. This is also all over the flag. If it's the right number, it's good. It hits on the green. You can see it's really sandy. Doesn't go anywhere, but it's a good look at birdie. Two for 2 with greens in regulation, and that brings up 18 feet to this hole location for a look at birdie. Again, punched and sanded greens, which will be the theme for this entire round. Just trying to get a good roll on it, rolling it up to the cup, and oh my gosh, that bobbles and almost goes in. Wow, that would have been a great birdie to start off, but nevertheless, it's a quick little tap in for an easy par on the second hole. Now we've made our way to the third tee box and you can see the grass is greener on this side for whatever reason. I've got this hole as 176 to the center, but 197 to the pin. So kind of a back left pin location. I decided to go ahead and club up and make sure I hit the 5-iron here. And this 5-iron is chunked. This comes out low and left. It's not going to quite make the green, but it's okay. We'll have a chance to try to get it up and down. The poor strike on the 5-iron left me short left here. You can see that flag is all the way in the back. There's probably 6 feet between the collar and the flag, which would be the area I would land it if I was taking on the risk, but I can't afford to do that. I've got to get this on the green, so it hits well past the pin, unfortunately, and rolls out to about 39 or so feet. Being risk adverse here, I do leave myself with this very long putt, and not very big expectations, but just want to get it as close to the hole as possible and try to keep bogey in hand. Look at the bobbles, and that is fantastic. That almost went in the hole. To get that to tap in distance, that was an exquisite putt. This little tap in bogey to clean it all up.
Yeah, easy tap in.
Now over to the 4th tee, and again, see some yellowing in the tee box here. I've got this par 3 playing 166 yards to the center, but 168 to the pin. I went ahead and selected the 7-iron from the bag. Just want to make sure I get it there. There's a little bit of wind coming in, and definitely have to put a good swing on this. Looking to hit a little bit of a draw right to left. The 7-iron is struck fairly well, although the face was slightly open. It hangs to the right, and oh boy, it's actually going to catch the greenside bunker, which was not the play. Now from the greenside bunker, fairly good lie, really can't complain. Maybe a bit firm in there, but not bad. I've got that 56 degree, that new one slightly opened up a little bit. Sad that I'm going to have to hit it out of the sand and give it its scars, but this is well done here. It is out and not going to get all the roll that you're looking for because of the firm greens, or the punched greens, I should say. This now from 14 feet to try and get a sandy up and down, sand save par. Again, low expectations, but doing the best I can. A lot of little bobbles and pretty good speed. Just couldn't get the distance. It's like the Plinko chip from the Price is Right. Now as we make our way over to the 5th tee, the wind is now helping a little bit. This is 160 to the center and 168 to the flag. Flag is sort of back left. There is that big bunker that a lot of people tend to get into. I definitely want to cover that, but I'm going to go ahead and stay with the 7-iron and see what I can do. Ooh, this is not well struck. This is a little chunky as well. It's going to come out short, but the good news is it covered the bunker and it is on the green. The bad news is I'm in no man's land. This is 55 feet away from the hole. Very low expectations, just trying to roll it up to the cup and see what I can do. Start this ball online. It is hopping like Fred Flintstone's bowling ball as it takes a peek, and wow, maybe had a chance of going in there. That was pretty incredible. Now this little tap-in could save par for me. That would be a huge shot in the arm. Yes, well done. Great par save. Now over to the 6th tee. I always felt like this was the signature hole, coming back toward the clubhouse. That's just my opinion, but it looks gorgeous with the water. And look how low the water is, by the way, with all the rain we've gotten. Anyway, 6th hole, 172 yards to the center, playing 175 to the pin. The miss for me is out to the right, which is what I'm hoping to do, so this is 6-iron. This is perfect. This starts right of the green now, turning back toward the flag. This is working back, working back. This is gorgeous. This hits just beyond the hole. Now come back a little bit. Wow, excellent shot on the green. I was licking my chops for birdie when I saw that 6-iron in the air. Now, this is 25 feet above the hole, a little further than I thought from the tee box, but it is down the hill, just trying to put good pace on, and uh-oh, down the hill got me. I overdid it. I hit that way too hard, and that was a mistake, and oof, got in my head on that one. Now, this is 8 feet back up the hill. You got to be firm with it on these punched and sanded greens, but it's also a little scary as it just doesn't hold the line and rolls out, and that's going to be a tap-in bogey with our first 3-putt of the day. Disappointing. After taking the short drive across the street to the 7th tee box, this par 3 plays 180 yards, but 191 to the pin, and it does play a little uphill, so a little longer than normal. You definitely need to cover that bunker in the front. I went ahead and grabbed the 5-iron from the bag just to be on the safe side. I think long's better than short is what I was thinking. And this is a great strike now. This is at the flag, but turning over a little bit from right to left. Going to hit on the backside of the green and just be a little bit long, surprisingly. But not surprisingly, because I did take a little extra club.
I was, yeah.
This is where the rubber meets the road here. From just off the green here, everything's running away from this pin location. Now, I did take the pitching wedge because I'm looking to go low and just hit a low runner. But I could have made a case for hitting the 62. Now, you see that hit in the rough collar and then continued to roll out. I know Amy wasn't able to get all that in the shot, but it rolled out a little too much. I did want to keep it low, but that was the result of going low versus the 62 and having a little more height on it to get it to stop. But this is now 14 feet back up the hill for par, and it's just hopping, and it's hard to judge when it's running like that. So this now 2-footer for bogey is in the hole. That's a bogey. We've now made our way over to the 8th tee box, playing 188 yards to the center and 186 to the pin. I have it adjusted at 191 total. Again, plays slightly up the hill, apparently, according to the laser, but want to be safe and sound, and probably just going to hit the 5-iron again and make sure I get it on the green. And this one is starting right, but the face was left open, so it's going to hang to the right. Not sure if it's going to make the bunker, but it is not where you want to be. Unfortunately, I don't have a look at the lie here for you, but this is just outside the bunker, but it's on the edge, the lip, basically where the bunker is, so it's a little bit tricky. I've got the 56 degree. I'm just trying to get it onto the green. The face is slightly opened up a little bit, but not too much. Trying to hit it low, and that's what I do. I just don't punch it hard enough, and it doesn't get onto the green, so it stays on that collared area. Decide here to go with the putter. It's a little more predictable from that rough spot. There's only one bad patch to go through. I feel like I could hammer this with the putter and be a little bit better, but look, I mean, it just bobbles and hops, and there's just too many imperfections to try to figure out where it's going to go. So just get it close to the hole. This 6-footer now for bogey. Under ideal conditions, I'd be comfortable, but I roll it up to the cup, and wow, in the hole for bogey. With that bogey, that now brings our score to 5 over par for the day as we step up to the 9th tee, which is a par 4. It is playing 336 yards total. I'm looking to hit a draw with the driver, which is my comfort shot. This ball is going to start, or at least I'm trying to start it on the left edge of that right trap. And it starts there, however, it's hanging there, and it is not looking good. It looks like it hits on the grass, but then goes toward the water, so that's probably going to be a penalty shot, unless I can find it. So we couldn't find the ball. I think it went into the water. So we used the red stakes here to take a penalty stroke in order to drop the ball. This is in like the 270 range, giving us 61 yards to the flag. And this is sand wedge. This is flicked nicely there up toward the green and the flag, and couldn't be happier with that. So that sand wedge from 61 yielded a 9-footer here to try and save par. So even with the penalty, we could still make a par here, which would be fantastic. This green is in much better shape as I roll it up to the cup, and I think I had it, and I just probably didn't hit it enough. But that's going to be a tap-in bogey for a 6 over par round. Well, that is going to conclude the action for today, as we inch ever closer to completing the compendium of executive golf courses here in the Villages. Just to go back and touch on course conditions one more time, I am surprised with the sheer volume of rain we received during Hurricane Debbie, following Debbie, and of course the post-hurricane course watering campaign engaged by the Villages, that you would have any grass yellowing from lack of water. I can only assume this yellowing is from something else, and perhaps you in the comments can enlighten us. As always, I look forward to reading your comments and any questions you may have. Thank you so much for subscribing and liking the video. So until next time, we will see you on the course.